Hey guys, so today I am doing another makeup declutter, and I do these all the time if you guys follow my channel, but I've never done a show and tell version where I sit down with my collection and I go through it with you. If you have been following my declutters the past year, you will know that my collection is not that big. In fact, for me personally, I think it is very small, and so I don't want you to expect me to get rid of a ton of things, but I have a lot that I'm not using because since I got to college, I find myself gravitating towards certain things that make me really happy, and while I'm doing that, I find that there are certain things that I haven't used in months, and I want to get rid of it. So yeah, let's just get right on into it. So I have a belief that you should take things out of your storage when you're decluttering because I think that that makes it easier for you to imagine them not in your life. So I'm going to start with this drawer. Now I have not touched this setup. This is what it looked like this morning. So this is my weekly makeup basket, and then this is my storage. And I am going to be doing a makeup collection and storage video soon, so that is not this, but stay tuned for that. I changed the angle a little bit. Hopefully the lighting is okay, but we're just going to go through these things. This is my Fit Me powder. This is the powder I use under my eyes, keeping that. This is the powder I use all over my face, keeping that. And I have a concealer that I use in my everyday makeup drawer that I'm trying to use up, keeping that. And then this Tarte concealer, I've used it a couple times just to make sure I like it, but this is my, I wouldn't say it's my backup concealer because I'm literally almost done with this, but this is the concealer that I'm going to be using next, so I'm keeping that. This is a lip product, and I keep it in this drawer, but I'm going to put it in my lip drawer just so I can do my lip products all at once. Now this is the Revlon Color Stay Foundation in the shade 180 Sand Beige, and I do not like this. I liked it when I first got it, but then I think after a little bit it broke me out. Not in the sense that I got a big breakout, but I would get little tiny bumps, and I never wear foundation. Hardly ever. And I wore foundation even less when I owned this because I don't like it. I think it broke me out a little bit, and I liked the way it looked, but I was so nervous that it was making me bumpy. So I am going to declutter this. Now I do want to say, Halloween is coming up in a little bit, and I might use this one last time for Halloween because I don't have another foundation. So I'm going to wait, but this is going to be decluttered, so we're going to put that over there. In here, nothing I'm decluttering here, but this is a brush from a blush I got that I keep. This is my backup sponge, and this is a sharpener. I don't actually own anything that needs sharpening, but I did at one point, and I keep it because I paid for it, and I sure, once again, I will own something like that. Now, I know that this is a little unorganized because these categories also correlate with the categories in my actual collection, so I think I'll just pull this out. This is my only primer. It's just a sample, and I am going to keep this, and then I think the rest of this stuff I will do with the other categories. This is my face drawer, and I will pull out the things that are in my everyday makeup drawer that are also face. This is a palette that has some stuff in it, and let's just start going through this. So most of this stuff I'm going to keep. This is my Rockateur blush. It's new. I love it. This is my Tarte Exposed blush. It's new. I love it. This is a blush that I love and I want to use up next year, so I'm going to keep that. This is an old product that I thought I would declutter because I counted it as a blush in my collection, and now I realize that I've been using it as a bronzer for the past week or two, and it's so nice. This is the Maybelline Master Highlight. They don't make these anymore, but I like this as a bronzer, so I don't consider this a blush anymore. I'm moving it to the bronzer category. This is my Smashbox bronzer. They don't make this anymore either, and I want to use this up next year, so I'm keeping that. Then this is my Cabana Boy bronzer. I'm keeping that. Hot Mama blush, keeping that. This is a, Lorac shade in gold. Now, I don't necessarily use this, but I don't have any, oh god. I don't have anyone that I know that I could really give this to that would get use out of it. So I'm not really sure what to do with it. Like, do I declutter it and just throw it away, or do I keep it in my collection? I don't really know because I don't have anyone to give it to, you know? I'm gonna keep it in here for now. We'll come back to it. And this is my NYX Shadow in Whipped Cream, and this is only functional for costume makeup, but I like to have a white in my collection because I use it for Halloween or if I'm doing shows. And yeah, so that is that. Now, this is an e.l.f. blush in Sweet Retreat. They don't make this anymore. And I've been using this the past 2 days. I have not touched this in a very long time, and I think that's just because it was not in rotation. I didn't put it in my weekly makeup basket for a long time, and I am still like rediscovering it and using it, and I like it, so I don't want to declutter it because I only have, what, like 5 blushes? 5 blushes. So I am using this. If I decide that I don't like it, I will get rid of it, but it is very nice. And then this is the What's Up highlighter that I am trying to use up in a project. I used up most of it, and so that is that. So coming back to this, I'm not really sure. I think I'm going to count this as decluttered, but what do you guys think? Like, I feel like if I'm throwing this away, it makes sense to just keep it and like use it when I can. You know what? I think that's what I'm going to do. And comment down below if you guys think that it's worth throwing it away. I don't know. It's not really taking up room, and I don't want to be wasteful. I don't know anyone who has a Z palette who would want a single shadow like that. Nothing from that category. As I said, my makeup collection is pretty pared down. I hope that doesn't disappoint any of you. I know when I watch declutters, I want people to get rid of everything, but I basically have already gotten rid of everything. This is just like stuff that I still like. But I do have a very exciting category next, and that is lip products. So these are all of the lip products that I own. I own 3 MAC lipsticks, which are basically everything I wear, and I love them, and I'm going to keep them. Now, okay, these are all of my liquid lipsticks, and I'm getting rid of all of them. Crazy! These are my Ofra liquid lipsticks, and I loved these at one point. Actually, earlier in the year, I loved Mocha. I have Mocha, Americano, and Miami Fever. Miami Fever has started to go bad, and I told myself that I would use it in fall. I wore it once and realized that it's very much like Mocha from MAC. Here, I'll swatch them and I'll show you. Okay, so this is Miami Fever from Ofra. This is Americano, and this is Mocha. I have 2 Mochas. That's confusing. This is Mocha, the liquid lipstick one. Now this is Mocha, the MAC shade. And although it's not identical, it's still an orange nude. And I put them on the same day at once, and they weren't crazy different. This is Whirl, and I must admit, a lot of people say like it's a direct dupe from Mocha, from Ofra. I love this shade. I think it is amazing, and I just wish it wasn't a liquid lipstick. I don't like liquid lipsticks. These are all pretty old. I really never wear them, and I don't really want to. I just am not there in my life anymore. Now this is from Wet n Wild. It's the matte liquid lipstick in How Fleek Is Your Love. I think this was limited edition. And this is a red liquid lipstick. And I bought this because I was never wearing red on my lips because I didn't have like a non-transfer red, and then I bought this because I was like, oh, it's cheap and it's non-transfer, and I've worn it a handful of times. It's coming up orange on camera, but I promise it's like a true red. But I put it on the other day and it seems to have dried out, and that was the first time I wore it in months. Maybe I think I wore it once this year, and I don't like it, and it just needs to go. This was a fun one. This is a ColourPop Ultra Matte Lip in Jellies, and this was just pure fun, and that's why I bought it. I will show you. Oh, look at that. Oh my god, it's so much fun. Yeah, this was just a fun lipstick, and I had a good time with it. I wore it to my first football game at college because we have blue and yellow colors, and that's why I told myself I was keeping this. I was like, keep it, you'll wear it to a football game. Been there, done that, probably not ever going to another football game again, and I don't need to keep it anymore. These don't last that long, and I never wear it in my daily life. I did once to high school, but I don't want to wear liquid lipsticks anymore. So goodbye to that. This is the Kate Rimmel lipstick in 107, and I am going to keep this for the holidays because now it is like the only red in my collection, and I want to have one red for the holidays. If I don't wear this a lot in the holidays, I will certainly declutter it, but right now I'm keeping it. And then this is my Revlon like Color Burst, is that what it's called, in Honey, and I'm wearing this today. I love this. This is like whenever I do like a orange or pink eye look, this is my nude that fits with that. And I wore this all summer, and yeah, I'm keeping that. So that was really good. I just got rid of half of my lip collection. Yeah, half. That is insane. So I hope you're all proud. Next drawer is eyes. Things my everyday makeup drawer. This is the mascara I'm using, keeping. My only eye primer, keeping. I have these two mini mascaras. This is the MAC Zoom Lash. I really like this, but I do not like this. The MAC False Lashes Extreme Black. It does absolutely nothing, so I'm decluttering. This is my only eyeliner, my Stila waterproof, keeping. Now, okay, this I kept to show you because I was going to do this today, but I was bored last night at like 11:30, so I did it then. This was my Urban Decay Shadow in Sideline, which I depotted and I put into my Z palette. So this is what it looks like. It's an amazing, amazing shadow. I'll give you a swatch. Can you see that? It's like a yellow, I don't know how to explain it, but it's amazing. And I depotted it and I put it in my Z palette, but I count that as one single down because I count singles as individual singles. In my Z palette, I just count this as a palette, not singles. So I'm going to put this in the declutter pile because this was a big, bulky single and I got rid of that clutter. And I'm proud of that. Now, I'm also going to get rid of this. This is the Milani Bella Bronze Eyeshadow. It is very pretty. Very pretty. There is a swatch of it. It's like a coppery brown. I just never use it. I never use singles. It was nice when I had it. You can see I hit pan on it, but I don't want to use it anymore. I just don't. This is a black shadow from the Lorac Pro palette, and I keep it for the same reason I keep that white shadow. I want one black shadow in my collection. I don't have any others. I think it's handy to have for costumes and for theater, and yeah. This, oh my god, this is the NYX Glitter in Crystal. I spent one whole year trying to find this. I went to my local Ulta every time I went out for an entire year, and this was always sold out, and then I finally found it. This was so hard to find. I love this. I'm keeping it, and then I bought the glitter primer to go along with it because in total this was like $12. It was an investment that I definitely needed. And then these are just magnets for my Z palette. So yeah, those are the eyes. Look how empty this drawer is now. That is crazy. I just downsized my collection and now I have so little stuff. Okay, so these are all of my palettes. I have 4, 3 eyes and then 1 for face, and I'm not going to get rid of any of them. This is my Pan That palette. I just uploaded my intro. Well, maybe as you're watching this, it was a couple weeks ago. And stay tuned because I think either next week or the week after I'll be doing my first update, so keeping that. This is my Modern Renaissance palette. You guys already know. This is my Anastasia Nicole Guerrero palette. Oops. I talk about this in like every video. It's amazing. And then this, I was debating whether or not I wanted to declutter some of these shades. There are only like 2 that I don't really use, and I don't really want to. This palette is complete. The only thing is that I had a cream shade in here and then I used it up, which is why I had room for this Urban Decay shade. So what I might do is I might take a shadow and like crush it up and put a cream shade in it. And if I did, it would be this one called Centerfold because I don't use this that often. But I don't want to do that right now because I just really like this palette. It's complete. And again, I know if I was watching this, I would be like, just declutter this blush, but I'm not going to. I like it. And if I am decluttering it, I will let you know. Alright, you guys, so this is everything that I am decluttering. It's not much, but for my size collection, I think it's really good. The lip drawer is just crazy. I got rid of half of my lip products, and even so, the red that I kept, I never really use. Like, if I don't use this at Christmas time, I'm gonna get rid of it, because I only use these 4 ones that I have, and I love them. Wow, that's really crazy. Alright guys, so give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you liked it. I hope you liked this style of like sitting down and showing you. I know I definitely did. And I'll see you guys very soon. Bye!